everyone, my name is Wei. I'm a student of UNCG MBA Pathway Program. My presentation's topic is China and the United States Personal Income Tax Policy, a comparative analysis. Tax is an important part of American public policy. It has a real impact on the lives of American people. It is a good reflection of American government and democracy. At the same time, my major is MBA, which is related to tax. Tax is not only an important source of national fiscal revenue, but also an important tool of macroeconomic management. The United States leads the world in economic development, and its personal income tax system is very mature. There are many places for China to learn from. Through the comparative analysis of the individual income tax system in China and the United States, this fact sheet introduces the differences between the two countries. Through the comparative study, this fact sheet analyzes the differences between China and the United States, as well as the impact on the lives of the people in China and the United States. This fact sheet puts forward some suggestions and ideas on the reform of individual income tax so as to further improve and supplement China's individual income tax system. It can also provide references and direction for the future graduate thesis. So it's good for me to have a study to it and learn something from it. If you have taken some accounting courses like federal tax class, I think you will understand this topic easily. But if you learn some basic tax knowledge from the books, newspapers, videos, you can also understand this topic with my explanation. So my topic is divided into 5 parts. The first part is the Chinese and American personal income tax related to data displaying. The second part is the main differences between Chinese and American personal income tax. The third part is the reasons for the difference in personal income tax between China and the United States. The fourth part is the impact of the tax system on the lives of Chinese and Americans. The fifth part is that how to perfect Chinese personal income tax system. I'll introduce them one by one. Let's begin with the tax and American personal income tax related data displaying. First, I will introduce 5 points of personal income tax in China. The taxpayers, the resident taxpayers, and the non-resident taxpayers. The tax content. An individual is taxed in China on one's income by category. China's law groups personal income into 9 categories. The 9 categories of income are listed above. So the tax rates. Individual income tax provides 3 different tax rates according to different tax items. It's about the comprehensive income, income from business operations, and the individual income tax. Here are 2 tax tables which shows how to calculate the personal income tax for the residents and for the non-residents. It also has 6 kinds of tax deductions, which are children education, continuing education, major medical expenses, mortgage interest, rent, caring for the elderly. They apply to different situations. I have listed them. Collection management. The collection method of Chinese individual income tax excludes source withholding and the self-declaration. Make sense? Okay, let's talk about the 5 points of personal income tax in America. The taxpayers. Personal income tax shall be paid by citizens, residents, and non-residents of the United States. The tax object. In the United States, individual income tax is based on comprehensive income. In addition to the tax-free items specified in the tax law, all other income from various sources should be subject to individual income tax. Here are the tax rate tables of personal income tax in America. There are 4 situations. Each is listed on the PPT. Collection method. Self-declaration is the main. Withholding is as a supplement. There are also some tax deductions in the U.S. personal income tax policies. Here is a table of tax burden by household income in the United States. Okay, this part gives us some basic information of the personal income tax of China and the United States. So let's go to the second part. Can you tell me what's the main differences between Chinese, and American personal income tax? There are 3. The first one is the difference in tax base. The second one is the differences of expense deduction. The third one is the tax rate differences. Okay, so third part talks about the reasons for the differences in personal income tax between China and the United States. There are 3. The first one is the fundamental political system. The second one is the level of economic and social development is inconsistent. The third part is the understanding level and the practice environment of economic law and finance and tax theory. Can you hear me? So let's go to the fourth part, the impact of the tax system on the lives of Chinese and Americans. In the US, the income tax in the United States can be deducted a lot of things. There is a general algorithm at the end of the year. If you pay more money will be returned to you. There are other benefits. When you retire in old age, the state will give you a lot of money every month retirement. This money may be much more than your tax. So in China, if you have income in 1 month, you will pay tax. If you have low income in the next month, you will not get a tax refund. It reflects in many aspects, such as housing purchase, buying a car, choosing go to kindergarten, choosing go to university, stock investment failure, tax records. So the China can do many specific improvement measures. The first is the tax rate is applicable to take into account the humanism factor of marriage and family. The second one is raise the tax rate of non-labor income and unify the tax rate of labor income. The third one is overcome the impact of inflation and implement in tax adjustment of tax. So, okay, let's go to the last part, how to perfect Chinese personal income tax system. There are 5 ways. You can see it on my PPT. I have shown it. Okay, this is a reference on my fact sheet. Thank you listening to my presentation.